Hey everyone, today I'm gonna show you an amazing trick on how you can simulate the lighting and the shadows of any scene in the world, of any landscape that you want to visit, and it's gonna change the way you plan your landscape photography shoots. All you need is Google Earth. Google Earth is a free program from Google. You can download it for both Mac and Windows. And once you start it, you will have a view like this. And then I'm going to go to the search bar, and for this case, for an example, type in Matterhorn. And the Matterhorn is a place in Switzerland, a very famous mountain, so it's gonna take me there. And what's amazing here is it's not just a satellite image, it will also give me a 3D render of mountains, of hills, of a lot of places, even some big cities. But alright, so you can see we have the Matterhorn here. Let's say I want to photograph the Matterhorn. What you want to do is just zoom in pretty close and then go to this little tool in the top right corner and just press on up. So your view would be like you would go somewhere and you would see the mountain, for example. So that way you can change the way you're looking from, and you can pre-compose your image. Now that's already a very powerful tool in itself to see how these mountains align. Let's say I can hike up here and I want to shoot the Matterhorn from right there. You know, I can kind of see, will the composition work or will it not work? And that's already an amazing tool. Alright, so I zoomed back out again so I could give you a better example from a better view. Here is our Matterhorn, and I'm gonna go here to the right to this little lake. Now this little lake is a very famous spot to shoot the Matterhorn from. There are a lot of beautiful images, and I'm just gonna take this place right here to show you for an example the lighting conditions that we're going to simulate. Alright, so you want to make sure that you zoom in pretty close once again, and then just press up until you have a pretty good view. You also want to move around this north slider to change the angle of view. For example, here I'm just gonna stick with something like this for now. Alright, so this is pretty much the view you would get with when going to this little lake and shooting the Matterhorn. And you can pre-compose your scene, and you'll see how it works, where the mountains are, and if the scene will actually work. Alright, so that's once again a very powerful tool in itself, but here is where the crazy part comes in. You want to click on this little symbol with the sun and the green hill right here, and what it will do is it will change the time of day and all of the lighting, the shadows and everything. So let's start at about midnight, and you can press forward on which time you want to select, and it will change the stars even. So if that's something important, to have the stars just at the right place, you can also pre-compose and pre-simulate that. Then let's get a little bit further, more towards the morning, a little bit more, and you can see even the Milky Way is slowly coming in. So let's say you would, for example, want a shot with the Milky Way. You could slightly change the angle of view you're looking at, and now we have the Matterhorn over there, and here's the Milky Way. So you could pre-compose like that, and if we go even further into the morning, you can see some light coming in. And this really is amazing and absolutely game-changing. You can see where the light is going to be and how the light is going to look. Now this really is amazing. For example, let's say you want to shoot the sunrise, but you still want some of that Milky Way in the left of the picture, and you don't want the whole scene really bright already, so you just see where the light patches are going to be, and you can see if that works for you. And you can also go a little bit further, see how the light is gonna look a little bit later, like at 7 a.m. it looks different than before. You know, for example, here, if you want the entire scene very evenly lit with a really nice and soft colorful light, then you can just see when the perfect time is here. For example, in this case it would be 6:46 a.m. and you can see the scene is pretty evenly lit. everything after that, we already start to get pretty harsh shadows, which might be what you're going for, but it might also not be. So you can just see how the light is going to look, and I mean, it's completely game changing here when we go a little bit further in the morning, and you're going to see how the shadows are going to be. And let's actually go a little bit further to the past right here, to the last day, another sunset here. Let's go into the midday, and you can see how the light is changing based on which time we select here. At about 2 p.m. there's pretty much everything in shadow. And then let's go a little bit further. Here we have the sun slowly setting, but here you would have the sun in the frame at 3 p.m. And then if you go a little bit further, you see that there's the sun just going down behind the horizon. And it is so amazing to have such a tool to simulate the lighting and everything. I mean, it's really game changing. It's gonna change the way you shoot. I would say that this is the most powerful tool you have to predetermine your landscape shoots and to pre-plan them. And also a great thing is that you can set the time that you want to see displayed with this little wrench right here, and you can go a year in the future, you can go a week in the future. So if you're actually planning a photography trip somewhere, for example in a week, you can exactly see how the light is going to be, where the Milky Way is going to be at that date. And by the way, even if you don't shoot in the mountains, even if you shoot in a valley, you're still gonna see how the light is going to look and where the light is coming from. So it's really amazing tool. I can't say it enough. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. I make one photography related video every single day of the week. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That is hugely appreciated and helps me out a ton. So thank you very much for watching, and I want to wish you an amazing day. Take care.